Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie. If you're new, welcome to Vlogmas day 9. We're at day 9 already. I have no idea how, but here we are. So I am filming this just after I've come back from Disneyland Paris. I thought I'd give you a little debrief and a haul as to what I picked up. I didn't pick up much, I'm going to be honest, because it was very expensive. But yes, I am wearing this Mickey jumper today because it didn't really make any of the vlogs, because the day I wore this jumper it was torrential rain. I had my coat on, the rain poncho, and this jumper then got soaked basically, so it just didn't even make it onto any part of the video, and I loved it, so I thought I would wear it for you today. It was a vintage special, like most of my jumpers that I got for Disney. Currently supporting a hot water bottle because it is very cold today. I think when I popped out at lunch at 1 o'clock it was about 8 degrees, but the wind is very chilly, so keeping wrapped up nice and warm at home. Anywho, what we've all been waiting for, would you like to see what I purchased from Disneyland Paris? Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna show you what I got for my little boy. So for eating dinner at the table, I got him this cute little Chippendales placemat. I did say Chip and Dales, it's just I said it quick and it sounded like I said Chippendales, but I didn't. I said Chip and Dale placemat. Yeah, this was €6, I think. Yeah, €6, so not too expensive, but it is nice quality, and yeah, it was the most neutral colour scheme of placemat that I could find. So yes, a lot of them as well. I felt like a lot of the merch in the stores in the Disneyland park in Paris was very geared towards little girls. There was not really much there for little boys. It was all very heavily princess themed, and yeah, kind of just like everything was very girly. So yeah, there was nothing, and he, you know, my little boy wouldn't have gravitated towards it. Do you know what I mean? He didn't pull me towards it in the shop, so I didn't feel like buying that for him. Obviously, if he wanted a dress, I would have bought him a dress. I'm not bothered in the slightest if he wanted to dress up as a princess. That would be absolutely fine. But like I say, he didn't pull towards it. He's very much a Buzz Lightyear kind of guy, or a Lightning McQueen or something like that. So yeah, we went for this Chip and Dale placemat. Like I said, that was €6. So I'm just going to pop that there. And then the other thing I bought him was this Mickey bubble wand. Now, if I can, I'm not going to play the music because I will get copyrighted, because it is Mickey Mouse singing Deck the Halls, I think. So if I can turn this on, if you can see, it's got Mickey's little face in the lights. It goes all different colours. Can you see it better there? There you go, you can kind of see it. This all lights up, and then if I were to turn it the other way, it would make the bubble machine work. So there is a little bauble full of bubbles that you can pop on the bottom here, and then if you switch it the other way, there we go, it sets off the bubble machine inside, and it's just like a foamy snow type bubble machine. So he really loves that. He loves the singing on it. And that was €35. That was quite expensive, but I picked this up for him when I was in the parks on my own for the evening, and yeah, I thought I'd pick him up a little treat. Then for kind of like the house, for the study, I picked up this little pin. It's a Walt Disney Studios pin, so it's got the classic 3-circle Mickey, just with some swirls in the ears, and then it's got Mickey with the film reel there, This was an orange price sticker, which I think was €9. I think I paid €9 for it, and it comes with a lovely Mickey back on it as well. So yes, I picked that up, and that's going to go in the study here. And then, can you visit Disney at Christmas without picking up a Disney Christmas tree ornament? I don't think you can. So I saw these, or this little guy, and I just had to pick him up. So everyone meet Mickey, the gingerbread man. He is just so unbelievably cute that I couldn't leave him. So he's got a little Mickey Santa hat on, little Santa hat, little Mickey gingerbread, his little dicky bow. This was €12. Like I say, I did find that everything was so expensive. Yeah, so I picked that up for the tree and just praying that it lasts forever. I did also pick up a Disney 100 hot drinks thermos, and it's got I can probably go and grab it actually. Bear with me, I'll go and grab it. Oh, okie dokie. You can tell how unfit I am now after running upstairs. Okay, so yes, I wanted something Disney 100, seeing as we were there during the 100 years of Disney. So I picked up this thermos. So the lid, it's got just like a classic, but the thing that closes the hole is a Mickey. And it's got the Disney 100 logo. We've got Pluto, Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Daisy, Goofy and Chip and Dale on there. And then on the back we've got Disneyland Paris and Mickey and Minnie. So that has been very delightful to drink my morning coffee on the way to work in. And yes, I've loved every second of using this. So yeah, it was a great purchase. It was €20. That included a hot drink. So you could buy it for €19, or you could buy it for €20 and that included a hot drink as well. So I obviously got a coffee. Wow. I'm very unfit today, but there we go. And typically the sun has not been out all day, and as soon as I try to film a video, the sun comes out. So we'll just see how we go. Let's try and move you over here a little bit. There we go. Is that gonna be okay? There we are. Right, we'll try this for a little bit. I'm sure my battery's gonna conk out soon as well. So, quick Disney debrief then. Basically, we obviously took our toddler, who is 2. Now, I thought that he would be absolutely fine. And I thought there would be so much for him to do. I researched the best times to go, and based on the times to go for the lowest queues, we went at the right time. And the queues weren't bad, but when you've got a toddler who doesn't understand why they're queuing, it's quite a draining process to try and explain to them when they don't really understand why they're queuing. So yeah, I would probably say the age of 4 or 5 would probably be the best time to take a child to Disney. That's just my opinion. There were people there with newborns. That's not for me. Yeah, I think you're constantly trying to reason with a toddler as to why they're stood in a queue. You tell them, oh, we're stood in a queue to meet Winnie the Pooh. But they can see Winnie the Pooh is right there and they don't understand why it's an hour wait. So it's just things like that were very difficult with a 2-year-old. Whereas I think if you're a 4 or 5-year-old, you'll probably understand a bit more. So that would be my first takeaway, just drawn on my little mat, keyboard mat. Walt Disney Studios, my personal opinion, that could be done in one day. It's not a very big park. Quite a big chunk of it is where you walk through kind of like a covered shop dining area. You walk through there to get to the park, and then once you're through there, it's quite a small park. You could easily get through that park in a day. Yeah, it's great. It's a great park. It is home to the Cars Road Trip ride. I don't think that's the exact name, but that's the name we're going to give it today. That is a great ride. Recommend that one. It's just like a little tootle round on a train, but it's like an immersive experience. Very, very good. Recommend that. Remy's Ratatouille, I think I said in my vlog, very, very good unless you suffer with motion sickness, which I do a little bit, and I came off feeling a little woozy. So if you suffer from motion sickness, probably wouldn't recommend going on that one, because it kind of like triggered my motion sickness a little bit. One to definitely go on is Crusher's Coaster. Oh my god, such a good roller coaster. What I would say is I went in the single riders queue, which was showing 25 minutes, and the normal queue was showing 30 minutes, and the single riders queue was definitely the full 25 minutes. And I think the queue that was saying 30 minutes, they were probably getting through faster, because if you were a group of 4 or 2 sets of 2, you were going into one car and the single riders weren't getting a look in unless there was a group of 3. So yeah, I would either say if you're a single rider, just go in that queue probably. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Crusher's Coaster. We went to Pim Kitchen in the studios. We went there twice because it was so nice, so unique, such a unique dining experience. All the food was either there, really, really small or really, really big. It was an all you can eat, so you just went up and helped yourself. Yeah, it was so good. But across both of the parks and the hotel, the food was such good quality. I was really, really impressed with the quality of the food and the quantity that you got on the meal plan as well. Because we obviously purchased the meal plan before we went, and the amount of food that you got was so like well done. Like you never had to buy snacks really. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of money to fork out at the beginning when you book the holiday, but we worked out we did actually save quite a lot of money by doing the meal plan than purchasing meals while you were just in the park. So I would definitely recommend that if you can afford the cost up front. Let's go on to the Disneyland park now. Okay, so absolutely stunning. Christmas time, so magical. I cried when I saw the castle, and every time I walked into that park, I just felt so calm and just joyful. It was just a lovely, lovely park to be in. Peter Pan's Flight. That ride has like a cult following, and the queue for that ride is absolutely insane. I think we queued, it said 25 minutes on the queue, and this was first thing in the morning. It said 25 minutes, I think we queued for 35 minutes, and I really don't rate that. That ride. I would not queue more than 10 minutes for that ride, honestly. That is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I would not queue more than 10 minutes for that ride. It is a dark ride, so you sit in a ship and you fly through the story of Peter Pan, through Neverland and things like that. But even though it's called a dark ride, I would still expect to see some form of the story. But the ride was so dark that you couldn't really see. And then obviously we had our toddler, who is 2, who's a tall 2-year-old, but even on the seat he couldn't see above the pirate ship, so he didn't really get much of a look in. Like we even had to like hang out of the pirate ship to look at like Neverland down below and London with Big Ben and stuff like that. So yeah, I personally, that one was a flop for me. I did not enjoy that ride one bit. And like I say, in my opinion, I would not wait more than 10 minutes. Okie dokie, sorry about that. Had to change the battery, which is what I thought. Yeah, so Peter Pan's flight, that's where we were. Yes, in my opinion, no longer than 10 minutes. Let's move on. Meeting Mickey Mouse. Now, we didn't get to do this because the queues were insane. So if you want to meet Mickey Mouse and you want to meet the princesses in the Princess Pavilion, basically you're looking at a 2-hour queue at all times, all day, every day. Unless you go into the park when the extra magic hour opens at 8:30 and you go straight there in queue. And then you've got to pick one or the other. Then you've got a chance of meeting Mickey Mouse to stand for an hour and a half until the actual exhibit opens at 10. Okay? There was no way we could queue for 2 hours to meet Mickey Mouse. There was just no way. There was no way of keeping him entertained in the queue. There was just no way. Would it have been lovely to have met Mickey Mouse? Of course it would have been lovely to have met Mickey Mouse. Fox loves looking at Mickey Mouse on like my tops and stuff. Yeah, so would it have been lovely? Of course it would have been lovely, but it just was not physically possible for us during our stay because it was just so busy. And same with the princesses. I don't think he doesn't really watch any princess films, but would I love to have met the princesses? Of course I would. Like, I grew up with those princesses. Like, yes, I would love to have met the princesses. But yeah, it just wasn't in this trip for us. It just wasn't possible. So hopefully if we are lucky enough to have future trips to Disney, wherever that be in the world, whichever Disney, then yes, I think we will try and meet Mickey Mouse. What else was there? Okay, I just want to make a note that everything throughout the Disney parks, both parks, the Disney Village and the hotels, spotless. Absolutely cleanliness level of 12 out of 10. There was not a piece of litter, and if someone dropped a piece of litter, right, which I hate anyway, but there you go. If someone accidentally dropped something out of their bag, there was a member of housekeeping straight in, swooping it up. There was no chance for there to be dirt anywhere. It was spotless. And it's just magical. Absolutely magical. Even the rooftops on the buildings in Main Street, there's no debris. There was like a really bad storm while we were there. There was no debris. Everything was cleared up. Honestly, the magic of Disney is real. It was just absolutely spotless, and I cannot fault it. Honestly, cannot fault it. And also, adding on to that, everyone was so friendly. Everyone was so friendly. Even the visitors to the park, everyone was just so friendly to each other. So yeah, that's just the magic of Disney though, for me, is that everyone's there for the same reason. So yeah, it was just magical. So now, last 3 points. So I'm going to start with the negative-ish one, and then the 2 top ones. And then obviously, if you have any comments, any questions at all, put them in the comments box below, and I'll try and answer as many as I can, because I'm sure I've missed things. But yeah, if you've got any specific questions, excuse me. If you've got any specific questions at all regarding Disneyland Paris, the parks, we stayed at Sequoia Lodge Hotel, which was lovely. If you've got any specific questions at all, just pop them in the comments or pop me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is the same as my YouTube handle. So yeah, just pop me a message and I will help as much as I can answer any of your questions. I feel like I researched the hell out of this Disney park before I left, so yeah, I'll try and help as much as I can. Character meet and greets. The queues for those were absolutely ridiculous. The only one that wasn't that bad was for meeting Woody in Pixar Pier, whatever it's called, Pixar Corner. The World of Pixar, I think it is actually, in the studios. That was about 30 minutes. That wasn't too bad. We waited on the day that it absolutely torrential rained on us. We waited over an hour to meet Winnie the Pooh. And one of the reasons for that is that people were buying fast passes. So I think somewhere, I didn't see it, but whether you bought a Disney tour guided trip where you had a Disney cast member with you showing you around, you got to jump the queue ahead of everybody. So everyone's there waiting in the queue in the torrential rain, absolutely drenched through, waiting for over an hour to meet Winnie the Pooh, and people just keep cutting in essentially, and that is where I think it's a bit wrong. If you want to buy a fast track for a ride, fine, because it's a set amount of money per person per ride. If you want to do that again and again and again, keep paying it, whatever. But no, yeah, not for a character where you're waiting outside in the rain. Generally, if you're waiting in a queue for a ride, you're undercover. Yeah, it just wasn't the one for me, and I think I was just getting so annoyed that it was peeing down and we were waiting so long to meet Winnie the Pooh, and you're only there, they rush you through so quick as well with the photos. So yeah, that was a little lackluster for me, but Fox enjoyed meeting the characters, he loved it. There were great character meet and greets in the hotel as well between 8:15 and 11 a.m. So in the hotel we got to meet Donald Duck and Goofy, so that was really nice. It was really nice for him to meet those there. And then in the parks we met Winnie the Pooh and Woody, and they're the only 4 characters that we got to do because all of the others were literally, the queues were insane. So that was a bit of a letdown for me that we didn't get to meet more characters, but it is what it is. So yeah. Then, big claim to fame, the Big Thunder Mountain in the Disneyland Paris park is far superior to any other Big Thunder Mountain railroad ride that I've been on in any other park in the world. And I've been on 2 others. I've been on the California and the Florida one. The Paris one pips those tenfold. So good. And a must do is to ride Big Thunder Mountain in the dark, because you just get to see everything. Oh, excuse me. Because you just get to see everything lit up beautifully. The castle, yeah, just the whole park is lit up and it's just absolutely stunning. You can see Tower of Terror from there as well. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I would 100% recommend riding Big Thunder Mountain and also riding it in the day and the night. It's just absolutely incredible. It really is. I could have ridden it. I think I did it twice that trip, and I could have done it more, but the queue was just too big. And then finally, I think the Pirates of the Caribbean in Paris is one of my favourite rides of all time. It's such a simple little boat tootly ride with a couple of dips, but I just love it. I don't know what it is about it. I went on it about 3 or 4 times that trip. I just don't know what it is about it. Keep an eye out on my Instagram, because I have started posting pictures when I film this now at the end of November, but obviously I may have posted a few more, so you may see my Pirates of the Caribbean photo pass photos at some point. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. But I had such a good time on that ride, and it's probably one of my favourite rides ever. Yeah, so that's everything on my list. That's it. that's it, we're done. That is my Disney debrief and haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 9. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Tick the notification bell to be notified when there is a new Vlogmas video out, and hit that subscribe button to join this crazy kooky family here on my YouTube, and I will love you forever if you do. Until next time, have a wonderful day and I will see you super soon.